Hello, everybody. It is time for Curiosity Challenge Kaldheim Week 6. I'm Nathaniel, twitch.tv/_ the IDA with Zach, twitch.tv SwordsAndStatutes. We have free weekly 3-match tournaments each Saturday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. You're either watching live or on Undead on YouTube. But hey, Zach, it's that time. What is Curiosity?
Curiosity, here in our tome format rules, it's a really easy to understand format. It is a minimum 40 card deck size with rarity restrictions. Using the most recent standard set, you're going to build your deck of 40 cards using 2 rares or mythics, singleton of each, 6 uncommons with a maximum of 2 copies of any uncommon there, and then the rest of your deck can be commons with maximum of 4 copies each, and then basic lands, unlimited amount. You can also have an 8-card sideboard without rarity restrictions.
Nice. Well, hey, thanks so much, Zach,
Yeah.
for describing the excellent, most unique format in the history of Magic the Gathering. Now, what makes Curiosity a little bit different? Like always, we play on Discord, so you'll be able to chat with your opponent instead of spamming emotes or whatever. If you want to cuss them out, don't be a part of our community because our community is very friendly. If you feel like you want to play, you hop on to Discord and chat with people. Or if you just post, hey, I want to play some Curiosity, people play Curiosity with you. But what's cool about this is by participating in our free weekly Curiosity tournaments, you earn points. And at the end of the season, we cut to the top 8 to find our crowned Cavedweller for the season. So, let's just take a quick peek of where we're at for the week of week 6.
Yeah, so I mentioned this last week, but for the Kaldheim season, we are just having huge growth within the format. We're nearly double the amount of players from this past season, from the Zendikar season, and it's truly something where the field is still really open to get into the top 8. Currently, our leader in point totals is Clawziez with 18. But within the top 8, there's a range from 18 points all the way down to 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just showing up and playing games gets you a season point.
Yeah, and if you win a match, if you win the tournament for the week, you're going to get 5 points. So, we have somebody who's in 13th who has 5 points, and if they just show up for a few more games, a few more weeks, they're gonna make top 8 easily.
Yeah, and so again, even last week we had a newcomer come in and take the crown for the week. So we'll see how she does this week. It'll be interesting to see how her deck fares against a sort of reshook up meta. We have Coma coming back in as an unsuspended card, so it is available for decks this week. We'll see what the meta reacts to that, though.
Yeah, so let's go into match number 1. All right, here we are on week number 3, the first match of the day. We have Thermal Dragon, aka Sung, versus Claws, aka Claws. You can find Clawziez at twitch.tv/Clawziez. It'll be in the video description. But what's really cool about this match is it is round 1, and these folks are in the top 4. I think 1 and 3.
I think you're right. Yep. Clawziez is holding steady at rank number 1, and Sung is kind of moving up the ranks in 3. They've been steadily climbing, and we got an interesting sort of mirror position right here where each of them has a Sculptor of Winter out. Clawziez has 2. We're seeing Sung mirror that.
Yeah.
Both have 2 Sculptor of Winters out.
Yep, and just because you get to, Sung being in the driver's seat or sorry, Clawziez being in the driver's seat gets to actually play everything first.
Mm-hmm. Looking at Sung's hand, though, he was sort of hovering over binding the old gods. So I think that might be what we're gonna see this turn, by untapping these snowlands.
Yeah, but turns out that is not gonna be possible. We're gonna be a double a foretell turn.
Okay.
Get some more benefits later. Now missed a land drop, so that's not that great for Sung.
Yeah, being 2 behind on the lands, pretty rough at this point. And looking at Clawziez's deck, Clawziez usually plays really controlling piles.
Mm-hmm.
He named his deck this week best Simic deck ever. So,
Okay.
So we should be expecting a coma at some point with this deck.
I mean, it's Clawziez. He's all about coma. And the Snakeskin Veil. Snakeskin Veil, I feel like, as you know, recently we've been seeing a lot more of that, especially with all of the removal in the format. People are like, you know what? Maybe I should do 4 of Snakeskin Veils. I don't know how many Snakeskin Veils each player's playing, but we saw one on Clawziez's side, and we see a Snakeskin Veil in hand for Sung.
So Clawziez is running 3 Snakeskin Veils in his main board and none in the side, which is interesting. I don't really know what to fully think about that. And Sung is running 3 in the main and 1 in the side. So they're both going heavily into the sort of hexproof, add a +1/+1 counter theme here to sort of protect their board. And here we see a key play with that to untap a snowland and protect with that Snakeskin Veil.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh,
They're
wow.
both trading Snakeskin Veils that this actually does help out this scenario. If Clawziez, he only has 1 Snakeskin Veil left, like you said. And are we...
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely something in Sung's favor. Getting down, binding the old gods, and taking out the Avalanche Caller.
Mm-hmm.
Clawziez is in a much weaker board position. And, okay.
But see, that is a
Pretty good.
classic thing. That's how Clawziez plays. If he has stuff, he's willing to get it going. And I don't know. He had the spirit, the bear, and maybe he thought it would live, but I don't see it living.
It looks like this turn we're going to see another binding come down to take out the bear, and Clawziez is going to have no mana left. Okay, I thought that was untapped.
Yeah, he had no mana left. He does have 2 creatures, but you know they're not the greatest. But he does have a little bit of more card advantage over.
Okay. So 2 priests and Tegrid walk into a bar. We're seeing Sung really thought about casting Tegrid, but instead chose to just go with the 2 priests. That seems like a pretty safe, reasonable play because either of them can block the Eyesight Troll, and Clawziez would have to invest mana into that to really make it worthwhile to push through.
I'm not that big of a fan of it. I feel like he should have played at 1 and the artifact, because you have the ability to untap and play and do it 3 times next turn, whereas you know this follow-up turn.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
with that Blizzard Brawl coming down,
that does hurt. Another Eyesight.
Oh wow, yeah. So Sung's deck doesn't have any way downs in it, which pair extremely well with Priest of the Old Gods or Priest of the Haunted Edge, whatever. because Priest is going into the yard anyway, and then you can just use Way Down to get rid of something.
I never really thought about that, but yeah, that makes perfect sense. I don't like the position that he's in.
No, this is a tough block here because even though Sung has up the Snakeskin Veil, is that going to be enough?
No, it's not. I mean, I'm not going to do the math, but Clawziez is disrespecting it.
Yep. There we go. That's 11.
That's 11
right there. All right, let's go to game 2 here.
Game 2. So Clawziez, the head of the pack, really laying it hard on his opponents. See some land switching. Interesting. We're gonna see a Valky.
Ooh, and some Feed the Serpents coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Tegrid out for Valky. I like that. That seems like a pretty good trade too. We're dropping the Snakeskin Veils.
Yeah, I mean, I think we probably saw that we had too many Snakeskin Veils and not enough creatures.
Looking at Clawziez's sideboard, he has 2 Saw It Coming, 1 Masked Vandal, 2 Ravenform, 2 Bind the Monster, and 1 Asika's Chariot. I doubt that he will be bringing in the Chariot, especially over Koma or Toski. Maybe in place of Toski, but
I mean, I'd be very interested in seeing it. I think we saw that game went long, so there's no reason to take out Koma.
Right.
I mean, what long? I mean, definitely time to play Koma. Let's see what I'm very intrigued on what these opening hands are going to look like. Maybe we won't see the same cards being played the first 3 turns.
I'm thinking that Clawziez probably brought in the Masked Vandal and maybe the Ravenform to get rid of Tegrid as an artifact. It's one of the only ways he has to get rid of artifact creatures. We see Sung drop a Priest with another one in hand. This is a really strong opening hand.
I mean, you say that, but where's the land?
That's true. Missing a land drop right there really hurts, but setting up for a good Poison the Cup on turn 3.
Yeah. Mistwalker. Okay, we got a land.
I think it's Serolf down.
Okay.
Oh, wow. And
we prematurely kill our creature. Sometimes you got to read the card.
Read the card and do math. I think that's... I don't know. Maybe Sung missed or maybe was thinking that counted snow permanents.
And not snow lands.
Mm-hmm. However, having Serolf get Raven formed, that hurts.
Never feels good. You have this Valky in hand that you don't want to play. But I wonder if you hold on to in this scenario, you hold on to Valky until maybe later in the game, and then play it to take a Koma out.
Oh, definitely. I think that Sung is going to be holding on to Valky for as long as they can, or at least until they get one of those Sulphurous Mires, which is the black-red dual snowland.
Mm-hmm.
We see Sung go ahead and fire off that Poison the Cup onto Mistwalker, and Clawziez could pull a I can never remember the name of it.
A sheepskin veil.
Yes.
Yeah, I think probably thinking, do I care or do I not care? This Blizzard Brawl does not pair well with Priest of the Haunted Edge. I like the way that okay, he does care.
Yeah, we do see it.
I like the kind of the way that Sung has made their deck, but I feel like it just has a little bit of not as quite as synergistic as you'd hope.
That was a pretty strong play there, though. Foretelling the poison the cup and still being able to have it open this next turn, and then activating the priest to take out the buffed Mistwalker. And here we see the Avalanche Caller getting taken out with that poison the cup. So even though Sung's going to take a lot of damage here, not a bad turn.
It was a slight misplay. He could have did it on upkeep. True. So that the mana, I think that might work. It might not. Who knows? But hey,
Priest is only sorcery speed, so that might have.
I'm talking about the
poison cup.
Poison the cup.
Yeah, that's true.
But we're gonna have to go to the judges for that.
So we had a Blizzard Brawl come in and take out something. Again,
took out an Icehide Troll, and now another Icehide Troll's here. We are in the spot where Clawziez could see a Coma, but we have Feed the Serpent. And I think maybe that's why we're holding up we didn't play Binding of the Gods.
I could see either it being waiting for Coma, or potentially just if Icehide Troll gets too buffed. Yeah, too gross. We just fire it off there.
And looks like we're going to fire it off anyway.
Yeah, and sort of nullify this Blizzard Brawl. And the fact that Feed the Serpent exiles, that works really great against those Icehide Trolls. Another Priest, the Haunted Edge. How many does Sung have in their deck? It may be all four.
Yeah, I think the Priest is actually a good thing, because that can get rid of Coma. So we don't really need to worry so much, since it fluxes on that indestructible.
So we see Masked Vandal come in. That did come in from the sideboard to take out Binding the Old Gods. One thing that I'm noticing between a bunch of different players is that they are perhaps not exactly taking out Sculptor of Winter as soon as they might need to. Because right now, Clawziez has mana advantage because of both of those sculptors. He has the ability to cast a Coma.
Turns ago. 3 or 4 turns ago.
A couple turns ago. So, whereas if any of the removal that Sung had been used on the sculptors, it would have slowed down that train.
I think we're just waiting for the right cards, pretty much. It's just going to be a stare down.
Yep. This is a pretty good use of Priest there to get rid of Spirit of the Alderguard, which was a 10-4 by the time Clawziez cast it.
Yeah, Clawziez did have black in this deck before. I believe, he had black in this deck and would recur a lot of creatures. That's kind of what made his decks really nice. And this time, though, it's
Sung pulls a Feed the Serpent and is going to go ahead and pass once again, which seems like a pretty good play right there.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm going to wait till something like this happens. And, this is not good.
We see Feed the Serpent go after the Icehide Troll rather than the Toski, which has Indestructible and is a beast of card advantage.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how many priests we've seen so far.
It has been at least 3.
Yeah, so 3 priests, 2 Feed the Serpents. If we're running out of things. We need a mountain to just be able to react to Coma. There we go.
Ooh, and a Bergstrider to slow down Clawziez even more. Or to slow down Sung even more.
Yeah, that might have been
6. So Toski's rules text, this is a rough card. Can't be countered, is indestructible, and it attacks each combat if able. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So Clawziez is going to attack with like five or six creatures. That's 5 or 6 cards.
And now we kind of have to force out a Valky because we have no other choice. We need bodies on the floor, bodies on the floor, bodies on the floor.
Clawziez.
Wait, Coma!
Whoa.
Valky can become Coma. We have the mana for it. I feel like that was a misplay.
Yeah, why didn't we play it?
We need these.
Is it Yeah, that's an activated ability. That's not something that is haste or summoning sickness wouldn't apply there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Still, it's a turn too late. I mean, it's a turn, you missed a 3.
Yeah. Needed to get up that 3/3 serpent. That was such a get, though.
It's a good get, but we need those serpents to protect from a lot of things. And
okay, so that's 5 damage. If Clawziez has a Snakeskin Veil, yep, there's game.
And
wow,
that a game it was.
It felt like Sung had a chance throughout the whole thing, but Clawziez just kept sort of creating advantage for himself.
Yeah, classic Clawziez having the most powerful deck in the format. Bringing it back after a poor showing last week. I'm very, I'm very intrigued on how the day will go. What do you think?
It is something to note, though, that Coma was suspended for last week's play because it had been in a winning deck 2 weeks in a row. So if Coma wins or is in a winning deck this week, it'll be banned for the rest of the season.
The rest of the season and into the finals, which it's gonna be risky.
That's a big deal.
Big deal. So we'll be right back after this brief interruption. All right, so we have Naltex on the bottom. We're watching him, and then versus HymnRackGoMTG. HymnRackGo is streaming on twitch.com/HymnRackGoMTG. A lot of streamers play this, but you don't have to be a streamer to play.
Joey's not a streamer. He's a podcaster.
I guess. You also don't need to be a podcaster, but, you can be whoever you want.
Yeah.
Joey is already going with... was thinking about laying down the emotes. Joey has Turgid, God of Fright, in his hand. This is a Joey specialty. Always getting God of Fright on turn 4. Not a lot of people are playing artifact removal in this main board or even sideboard. So we'll see how it goes. And
Joey's deck is just like hardcore Grixis.
Hardcore Grixis. The thing about Joey's deck is while the meta has changed, Joey has not.
Love it.
He loves this deck. He did add red a few weeks ago, but like I said, it's been a few weeks.
Looking at this list, I think I built something similar to this in that it's using a bit of graveyard recursion with Carter's vicious return, and then just trying to control the board. Yeah, Joey's just a man after my own heart.
Yeah, I feel like not playing when you're on the play, not playing that tap land. I feel like to me is a mistake, but I mean that's just how I play. Your opponent, you don't know really what your opponent's playing, but seeing a tap land on your opponent, them not putting down a creature, also gives you time.
Mm-hmm. Well, now he's got all sorts of time. Looking at HymnRack's deck list, he is running an Esper kind of thing, with the rares being Starnheim Unleashed and Kaya.
Okay.
So these are both kind of controlling decks. So this should be a fun sort of control mirror kind of thing.
It's very interesting. So far this season, it's been a lot of control, different flavors of control. It seems like in this format, if you want to play your favorite colors and you want to play control, no problem, easy peasy.
It's there for you.
Here we go, turn 4.
Ooh, wow, yeah, Joey being able to. Okay.
He always does.
I was thinking he was gonna go ahead and activate the land, but yeah, getting Turgid down, that is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like this play.
And a bound in gold.
Oh,
I don't think Joey has seen this at all.
Wow, I had not even considered that as a play, but dang.
This just turns off Joey's deck. And
oh wow.
If you're Joey, you're crying yourself to sleep tonight. Huh.
Okay, so Joey's hand is not entirely dead.
No, not at all.
But yeah, he needs either a way to bounce the lantern back or remove that enchantment, and there's really not much within these colors.
It's just a very interesting.
What a great play!
We got a tap it down. This is definitely Icebind Pillar bound in gold. We haven't seen that a lot this season, and way to go, HymnRack, for living on the edge, playing all the tap lanes you can in the world. This priest is not going to get activated though. Poison the Cup's going to take it out. I'm guessing. Yep. Joey's going to frantically search for probably creatures. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess he'd be searching for his Eradicator Valkyrie. Oh, and saw it coming to get rid of the Poison the Cup to make sure that HymnRack's removal is ready to go.
Yeah. Wow.
And flooding. Wow.
Flooding. Hope that your opponent forgot about that Icebound Pillar. And it looks like, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a slight joke I was making, and I'm glad that HymnRack found it so funny that he decided not to play Icebound Pillar.
So Eradicator, or what is this one called?
Hailstorm Valkyrie.
Hailstorm Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Being able to pump, very underutilized ability. I honestly had forgotten about it until Joey just did it. But that is an excellent sort of mode in this game where Joey's sort of key win con has been neutered.
Well,
I'm just go ahead.
Well, I feel like the reason why you don't see a lot of Hailstorm Valkyrie get activated is because it gets removed right when it hits the board. And okay.
First Strider locking down the Valkyrie. That's a solid play.
And getting a land is not going to help. Your Fearless Pup can only pump once. It's I think it's called they call it a one pump pup. Is that?
Oh, that's so cute. I'm pulling up the rules for Icebind Pillar just so we're clear on that, because I'm not sure if it needs
It needs 1 mana.
Put in.
1 mana.
Okay. 1 mana in a tap.
Mm-hmm.
Nico Defies Destiny. This is the Foretell-centric saga. Oh, wow. And a Elderfang Disciple coming in to be able to rip up Joey's hand here.
It's definitely a card you want to see
hand.
later in the game. You know, a 1/1 that makes your opponent discard. And yeah, we see a visual bug. So the card that's in HymnRack's hand is Foretelled.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was like, what is...
That is just a part of Magic the Gathering Arena. It is now not in beta.
Yep.
Yep, you can see it now for some, and it might just be Joey's client, but who knows?
Maybe. So
he's just doing a pity pump. And
no one likes a pity pump.
No one likes a pity pump. So I feel it in my stomach. This game is over.
Really? I think that there is still... I feel like either of them are it is an even match right here, I think. However, Hymn's going to activate the priest to get rid of the
whatever.
Potentially, yeah.
It doesn't even need to be the pup.
And another land.
Joey's just going to get another land. Joey needs to have... needs to draw 2 creatures. Sorry, 3. Needs to play 3 creatures that are 4/4s to even deal with this Bird Strider. Because if he plays 1, it's just gonna hit the priest. Or sorry, it's just gonna die to the priest. Mm-hmm. If he hits another one, it's just gonna get blocked by the pillar every turn and tap down. So yeah, really needs to. There we go. Really needs to have 3 4/4 creatures. Returning.
And him gets back, saw it coming, so the next thing Joey casts is just out.
Never happened, never will. So
is him gonna go ahead and foretell that?
Well, now we don't know what's foretelled. Huh. And another land, just what you need.
Pack it up.
Pack it up. Might as well name green or something because your ass is grass and it just got smoked. Okay, no reaction. Moving on. Joey's fighting it out, really just trying to say, you know what, you may win this battle, but it's going to take you a while. I'm going to tire you out. Hopefully your brain juices will be gone, and I'll win game 3. Okay. No.
Well, I mean, Joey may be doing the... rips the Eradicator Valkyrie.
It's definitely going to get hit. It's definitely going to hit the battlefield. We'll see it, and no.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
It's gone, and that is
the concede.
The concede.
Joey may have considered just playing that out because both of them are running control decks, so there's a reason to potentially just wait for it.
Yeah, and Joey just likes to hang out with people, so playing it out. The issue is he only has 1 rare in his sideboard, and it doesn't really do much in this.
Doesn't do much in this matchup either. No.
You're just gonna have to hope that your opponent doesn't get that bounding gold.
I think that Igna Cold Eyes or Rune Eyes, whatever her name is, I think that's a good inclusion for Joey here because he had a lot of trouble when he just kind of ran out of cards. But he chose not to put that in. Looking at Hymn's sideboard, we got 2 Disdainful Strokes, 1 Crippling Fear, 1 Redain, 1 Valky, 1 Tegrid, 1 Yorn, and 1 Saw It Coming.
Okay.
So lots of rares to sort of approach whatever else is sort of on the field. I think if anything comes in, it may be the other saw it coming. I don't know. That's a really interesting sideboard. It's kind of hurt by the rarity restrictions, though.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't hurt himself by accidentally adding in an additional rare card. But, him's pretty smart, I feel. So, we'll give it to him.
This is an interesting hand.
Well, his first hand was trash, so I think this is definitely playable. You get rid of Shimmer Drift Veil. It doesn't do much here.
Oh, he's already mulliganed?
He already mulliganed.
It was a snap mulligan. Okay.
It was a 1-land handy.
Hmm.
Now let's see what he gets rid of. What do you think?
I think you're right. The Veil.
Veil is going bye-bye. Joey just showing that he knows what's up.
Smart cookie.
Smart little guy.
Now, would you, on turn 2, drop the Pup or the Elderfang Disciple?
Elderfang Disciple. That's just my thing. Although, we did see a lot of... That is a good question. I'm not going to say. I really want to spend my mana the most valuable. Yeah. So, let's see what we get. What? HymnRack discards.
Yeah, the issue here is that if him can discard something that foretells, but then get it back with another Nico Defies Destiny, or whatever it's called, that's really putting the damper on Elderfang Disciple.
It is, but it's it takes a while for that to go through. You have to get Nico, you have to wait, so we get rid of a creature. So this could mean that HymnRack either has enough creatures or not enough lands. And our buddy pal Priest of the Haunted Edge. Currently Joey doesn't have much to do to be able to do against this.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and went ahead and let the damage through with Elderfang Disciple. Excuse me.
I'm sorry that this game is boring you. I think HymnRack definitely loves to play a little bit of mind games. We saw an 8-8 go through last game that we believe, most likely, we'll have to check the VOD, that could have been tapped down. We see 1 damage go in. Maybe HymnRack thought something. I'm not quite sure. Once again, we're not in his mind. We're only in our own mind. Bind the Monster.
Wow.
Okay.
Taking 1 right there. That's where Bind the Monsters is best. When you can take out something that is a small threat that can grow. Mm-hmm. However, Joey's in a really good position here. He could go ahead and use Carter's Vicious Return to destroy the Pup and then get it back.
See, this is not what I think he's valuing the discard. Oh, because it does to any target.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you really want to be getting back a Pup?
I don't think so. But if you're gonna get back what you can get back, right? You take what you can take. You eat your potatoes.
Eat your potatoes, eat them well. Sometimes you end up in hell. That's what my grandma always said.
Wow. Nice, Grandma.
I agree to disagree.
Here? Yeah, drop that island.
Get rid of an island. I feel like you gotta play Poison the Cup on this turn versus next turn. Because you got 2 foretell cards. That's a solid coming. We saw how these priests deal damage hardcore, so interested in seeing what will happen.
Feed the Swarm going into the graveyard for him.
Surprising wouldn't want to use the Feed the Swarm on this Elderfang Disciple. Still taking the punches. Maybe HymnRack will see this VOD and say, what was I thinking? Or maybe he'll see this VOD and say, you guys are dumb.
Yeah, you guys suck. I mean, maybe he's waiting for another sort of big burly creature, like an Eradicated Valkyrie. But
yeah, or maybe he could maybe with the red mana up, the could be a Demon Bolt or the Frostbite.
So Joey has some options here to be able to go ahead and attack in, and then pump the pup.
Pump the pup. Pump the pup.
Pup.
Oh god, it's a lot of work. HymnRack's really playing it cool.
Yeah, really letting a lot through here. I mean, looking at Hymn's deck, there's nothing that's gonna bounce the pup or anything like that.
Is he not running Poison the Cup? Poison
He's
the
running
pup.
Poison the Cup.
Oh. Hey, now we're getting places.
Here we go. We need to start putting these on shirts. Though we shouldn't put that on a shirt.
I think that would be a good idea.
That is not in the Team Cat mission statement.
Team Cat. Team Cat would like to say we are pro dogs and we do not poison dogs.
That's right. No poisoning of pups.
We will not make t-shirts of that. And
get the pup gone.
We're gonna get an 8-turn clock right here.
Yeah. Joe's gonna go the whole
Ooh. Now we are frozen solid.
Get some Elsa action going on.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Oh, and another pup.
Another pup.
Another pup for Joey.
And talking about pups, my cat would like his bed back. So let me just move this comic book for you.
Yeah, you need to give him his bed back. Leroy needs his bed. We see Joey go ahead and foretell that Demon Bolt. Can't cast it this next turn, though, but has a Poison the Cup ready to go.
Gotta Poison the Cup. At some point, you just really want to just play that Poison the Cup on your own creature just to scry.
Just for scry. Yeah.
Just to do something with your life. I think if I was Joey, I would Demon Bolt a creature. Because if it gets countered, you still get the scry from Poison the Cup. And this Fergie Strider is, well, your opponent's tapped out, so...
Yeah, this is the time.
It's the time to poison. EOT. Poison the Cup. You can't cast that.
Can't cast it. There we go. Oh, wow. Disdainful Stroke and Ice Tunnel. Stroke's not the best right here.
Yeah, you want creatures like an Elder Fang Disciple. Yep. Joey only has 2 of those in his main board, or 3. He has 3 of them, but he sideboarded one of them out. This is the last one. It hits the battlefield, and what is HymnRack thinking?
Ooh, drops a Iron Verdict. Going down to 7. Joey's still at full life.
Yeah, but, while you do have 7, it's not... you're looking at a 4-turn clock with your, pillar, Icebound Pillar, and if you get any creatures, most likely they will survive versus these 1/1s. Especially since Fearless Pup right now will be the one that will be tapped down.
Right, just because of its pump ability. Are we still thinking that this foretold card is Saw It Coming, or now both of them?
I mean, one of them I feel like has to be. We'll find out very soon.
Mistwalker is a very strong draw.
Okay,
right
so
there.
we tap down the Disciple instead of the Pup. That's going to put a little bit more...
Yeah, that's going to bring him down to 3. Perhaps one of those is a Poison the Cup, and
he's
waiting
toying.
for Joey
He's
to...
toying.
Yeah. Oh,
Iron
an Iron
Verdict.
Verdict. Okay.
I mean, that's why we got rid of an Iron Verdict, because I don't want to. You can have a...
Him at 6, Joey's still at 20. And Icebind Pillar, again, making this a 5-turn game.
Well, now...
Whoa, okay.
I don't even know what that card is.
That's the white mythic where you pay X and get some angels. Starnheim Unleashed. I've never played it. Let me look it up.
And now we're going to see if one of these foretell cards is... Oh, it doesn't matter, because he only has 1 mana. Never mind.
So, Starnheim Unleashed is create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. If the spell is foretold, create X of those tokens instead. And the foretell cost is XX white.
Interesting. Well, we got a free attack. We got a bounding gold. This actually might be okay for Joey. If he can get his Turgid out, or Hailstorm Valkyrie.
Can he cast both of those this turn?
No. He's got 5, and together they are 7.
I think you dropped the Mistwalker. Actually,
Mistwalker,
just because it could have pumped.
So can the Hailstorm Valkyrie.
That's true. The Hailstorm Valkyrie is overall cheaper to get to 4/4.
Oof.
Kaya coming down.
Exile
the Hailstorm Valkyrie.
Yeah. So look at this confident HymnRack getting his mythic after mythic after mythic. Gonna play a Mistwalker. Now, the thing is, this right now Kaya doesn't have anything to target. It can definitely put things on the angel, but it's not going to come back because it is a token. When it leaves the battlefield, it leaves the world.
Thankfully, with Kaya, you can submit 0. So pumping it up is, you're right, you're not getting a lot of value, but you're building up to this. Kaya's ultimate is such a great recursive piece.
Yeah.
Okay, gonna go ahead and go down to 8. Joey can pump the Mistwalker.
I feel like this might be all. Math is hard.
I feel like that was a mistake. If Joey had just attacked, I
don't know what the mistake was.
I was gonna say he should have pumped the Mistwalker, but this is better. So does the I guess if we were him.
Whoa!
Yeah. Oh!
Because of this mountain has hexproof.
Oh, man. Okay, so Joey's going to go after Kaya here to avoid the potential for getting anything exiled. Him's gonna drop one of the Elderfang Disciples. Kaya drops, and
This is scary. Now I'm on the edge of my seat. You pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Joey goes down to 4. And another Avalanche Caller.
Avalanche Caller, such a great card late game. We're going to have 2 4/4s that are just
Oh my gosh.
have hexproof. We attack all.
Is here.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Him's not running Blood on the Snow or anything, that's a sorcery. So.
Well, we've seen our 2 rare slot cards.
That's true. You're right.
I mean, even if we have removal, take out an Avalanche Caller.
Well, I think the question is, so assuming Him has a piece of removal in hand, what do we take out? Because neither the Icebound Pillar or whatever removal can target the land. So one of those, the Angel's going to have to block the land. We see the Icebound Pillar go ahead and block the Mistwalker to clear the way for an attack next turn.
I don't know. You got to take out the Avalanche Caller if you can. And you can't.
Wow. And there's game 2.
Wow!
Dang.
That is
was a match right there.
very wild. Very wild. I feel like, I'm not, once again, I feel like HymnRack might have played a little too passive, maybe. I don't know. He took so much more damage than he needed to be. That could have made that turn, 1 or 2 turns with those, with that 4/4 in the air. You would have won, and we would have been taking a break, going to the bathroom.
I wonder whether or not Him will take out Starnheim Unleashed and perhaps replace that with Turgid, just as another sort of piece to kind of chip away at Joey's board state.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, Joey can't really. Joey's deck, even though it has Turgid, it's not really good against Turgid.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have a lot of creatures. Doesn't have a way to remove Turgid. Doesn't have card draw, so you're just gonna be taking life. Although it looks like HymnRack went down 1 card. We got our tap lands. We got our mana for Joey.
Got a Frostbite in hand.
And a Frostbite in hand.
Not going to be the best for this matchup, especially when I think all of Him's creatures are 4 toughness.
Yeah.
Elderfang comes down. Let's see what Him drops.
Although Frostbite does hit Planeswalkers, I believe so.
Let's find out. You're right. Creature or Planeswalker. So that could be useful if Kaya comes down again.
And we got a Demon Bolt. We could kill this priest. But I think what we want to have here is another Frostbite attack.
Yeah, Joey sees the line. And okay, so Him is falling into the same pattern he did last game, where not blocking with the priest, and perhaps that is to avoid getting blown out by Frostbite, but that seems perhaps short-sighted when Joey's deck does not have a huge amount of removal.
Yeah.
At least like that. I should say.
Find the monster. Doing 2 or 3 this time. How did... Wait.
It did 1. It's the power.
Oh, it's the power. I was... Yeah, I knew that. Moving on. Joey's just going to attack. See if he can get in again.
We saw Joey bring in the Disdainful Stroke, likely as tech against either Starnheim Unleashed or Kaya. And actually, it's not... It doesn't counter Starnheim, because that has a 2 CMC. Or mana value.
Mana value, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was questioning why we didn't... Okay. So maybe that's why we were afraid of these Mistwalkers. They're hard to get rid of. Because there's not many flyers on the other end besides 1 spell. Alright.
And Foretelling, that could be a kill spell or something to counter one of Joey's more powerful things.
You know, if I was Joey, I would just play 2 creatures out and just go for face.
Yep.
Playing no creatures out, not going anywhere. Holding up the red mana as a result. Hey, you know, your 1/1s, Disdainful Stroke.
Yeah, Joey's galaxy brain over here. We're just like nothing.
Our brains are so smooth. His is just the wrinkleless mess. And you know what? We love it. So I think that we'll see manual tapping of mana. Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to keep up both the Demon Bolt and the Frostbite.
I mean, at this point he does. I mean, both of those only require 1 pip of red mana, and he's got it.
He's got it. Opponent not playing creatures. You're playing creatures.
Does him have any sort of mass removal?
The only mass removals are in the rare slot.
There's Tigrid Shadow, but that's each player has to sacrifice, and I don't see that in him's deck.
Okay. Got 8 minutes left on HymnRack's clock.
Wow. Feed the Serpent. Gonna exile the Fearless Pup. Mistwalker pumping.
You never want to feed the Swarm. You're trading 4 mana. I mean, at this point, it's not a big deal, but it is a 4 mana for a 1 mana trade-off. And Mistwalkers cost a ton to just get to a decent level. So I feel like that was a good play.
We see a Behold cast from the hand for its full mana cost. So him is hardcore digging. Gonna go ahead. Oh wow. And is this game? It is almost game.
It is. There needs to be removal on the opponent's side of things. Playing a creature isn't going to be good enough. You got to get rid of this Avalanche Caller, and then you're still... Yeah, Avalanche...
Even if he gets rid of the Avalanche Caller, I mean, the Mistwalker can pump.
It would just be 6.
Yeah.
It can only be... Well, if you can somehow... 5? It can get the... Mistwalkers
you can get to 4.
Yeah, 5 damage overall. We see this. Starnheim. Okay, now we're cooking with gasoline. One of these is going to die.
See the Demon Bolt come down, take it out.
I wouldn't be surprised to see us getting a lot of... Yep. I think we just play it safe and... Well, no, we can just attack out. You got to block those 2 4/4s.
Yeah, because I was going to say you could just block the Avalanche Caller, but then you're
The math don't add
still
up.
sunk. Yep.
I think that's what we're trying to figure out. Does the math add up? So we're going to be going down to 3. And we need more than... well, we need an intervention from the heavens to help us out.
And even though Joey lost 2 lands there, he was still able to hold up 1 red mana for the Frostbite in hand.
Mm-hmm.
The Frostbite's been there the whole game.
Because it has no good target.
Yeah.
And here
Priest
we go.
Coming down. The Priest can't activate, has to tap.
Has to tap. Can't activate. What else we got? If we...
Oh.
Okay.
Bind the monster. Okay. It's going to take damage.
Okay. I don't think you poison the cup. Oh, no, yeah. Poison the cup's fine.
You can do it.
Yeah. Maybe he's doing the thinking. I would just play it. I'd rather play it safe.
Yeah, go ahead, activate a land, and then attack in with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if the land is blocked, that's still 2 damage.
Yep, and if your opponent has a counter spell, counters that poison the cup. There goes breakfast. You're eating on the porch.
What does him have in hand? That was great English. What does him have in hand?
What is in deck?
All right, we see Joey take, the double control deck right there. Excellent match.
Just a excellent little thing we have going on. Very tiresome, you know. Whew. There's a lot of damage going back and forth, a lot of not damage going back and forth, a lot of creatures going on the battlefield, a lot of creatures leaving the battlefield. Yeah, but, you know, hey, that is control.
Yeah.
And I wonder, you know, I'm very excited for this next match, the final match of the day.
Do we have all the results yet from this round? Still waiting on 2 games, evidently.
Still waiting on some games, but, you know, if you're not watching on Twitch, you don't have to wait for anything. We're starting the next game right now. Easy peasy. Just like that, we're in round 3. Clawziez versus Naltex. Fighting for the 5 points. Fighting to get to that crowned Cavedweller spot. And looks like a good thing from Clawziez. We got some spells. We got some stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, Clawziez has a really decent hand. He'll be able to probably foretell the Packmate turn 2 and then get it out turn 3 with an additional Blizzard Brawl if needed, or even go for the Eyesight Troll. Joey's going to make him discard, though. I like this.
Get rid of that.
Probably pop in with the pup.
And
so I was going to say too, like both of these decks we have seen this week, but there was no manipulation in the tournament. There's good decks. It's what we watched.
Yeah, well, the manipulation was that we didn't think Joey would go to the finals, so we chose him to watch. And then, you know, the first game, it was just a top dogs, and one of them had to win, one of them had to lose. Just perfect match.
Yeah. All right, we see Clawziez draw his Coma. So, and then again, I'll be interested to see if Clawziez single-handedly gets a Coma banned. Because I think he's the only one running that card this week.
Yeah, he could get Coma banned, and make very interesting kind of switch in plays. Blizzard Brawl 2 in a row, taking out the goods on his opponent, getting a pack mate to be 4 strength. Nothing you like to see.
Clawziez is the only deck playing Coma this week.
Okay. So this Shimmering Veil coming in tapped. Joey, what is he gonna do?
Now we know Joey has a lot of removal, and with 4 mana up, I mean he can do whatever he wants there.
He chooses to do nothing.
Chooses to do nothing, and it's something where, especially with Eyesight Troll, you want to be doing all you can on your turn rather than giving your opponent the chance to make it indestructible.
Yeah, or if you have a Feed the Serpent in your hand, then you want your opponent to spend all the mana on Eyesight Troll. And, I'm guessing because there's a stop, Joey has some sort of removal that he's thinking about playing. Sorry for that technical difficulties. It looks like Clawziez's computer could not handle the win that he did and didn't want to show everyone how he was going to win, so his computer decided to freeze the stream. And it looks like Clawziez did win game number 1. We're on to Clawziez versus Naltex, and now we're watching from Naltex's side. Let's see what is going to happen.
So Joey's hand here, pretty decent. He's thinking of either going Elderfang Disciple or Avalanche Caller, or foretelling the Poison in the Cup. I think just going Elderfang Disciple is going to be pretty strong here, though.
I think, though, that Elderfang Disciple might, in this matchup, might be the last card you want to play. You want to play it on turn 6 or turn 7. Hopefully get that
the snake.
That snake in the graveyard and have it never come back.
That's true. Yeah, sort of having that late game advantage. Makes a lot of sense. Double Poison the Cup. Seems pretty decent.
I mean, yeah, you could.
Go ahead and foretell that. Spirit of the Elder Guard comes down. There's a great target for Poison the Cup.
Yeah, this is a good Poison the Cup thing. You want, definitely want to play these tap lands. I almost tried to click X on that land that he just let naturally disperse, and I'm not a fan of that.
So Joey drops down the Avalanche Caller, and it's going to pass.
I wonder if he... Okay. See, I was thinking he might foretell Poison the Cup and let Spirit... Okay. Now, we've got some plays. Here? I think you take out the Sculptor and then block with the Disciple.
Yep. And we're seeing the Poison Cup come in, but a Snake Skin. Oh, man.
No.
That hurts.
Oh, God.
Felt that in my COVID bones.
Oh, right in my bones. You never want that to happen.
Wow. Yeah.
If you're Joey, you're probably just heartbroken right now.
Man, and an Eyesight Troll to insult to injury right here. However,
we could Frostbite, Poison the Cup, and kill both creatures. No!
Okay, Joey goes ahead and
foretells and
using the Frostbite on the Sculptor. Perhaps that was to prevent a coma next turn. But, all right, we are seeing the Poison the Cup come in here to take out the Spirit The Eyesight Troll is going to get huge.
I don't know. Double lands, not what you want to see, but that's good that they're not going to come turns in a row. Joey Naltex not in a good position, but we are okay. Disdainful Stroke can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't match up with Coma since it's got that can't be countered clause.
Can't be countered. Yeah, I am just a little bit scared. Joey has to block the Eyesight Troll, right?
So the Eyesight Troll can get to... It can get to 8.
Get to 8.
Actually, it could have gotten to 10 with Sculptor. But still, actually no, because Sculptor was already attacking, so...
Well, some things don't matter, and... well...
Okay,
you know,
a Demon Bolt.
We got some outs. We got some outs. Don't foretell it. Just
Do we think the Demon Bolt is going to go after the troll?
Got to get rid of the troll.
Okay. I still don't think Joey's out of the woods here, though, because
there's 1,000 ways to die in the forest. He's in the outback.
Mistwalker popping in for 4, taking Joey down to 2. Oof. Yeah, definitely got turned around. But Joey is still in the top 8. And always a valiant effort here.
Yeah, Joey's
from our Zendikar champion.
Still in the top 8. And also, he has some, sorry, it's just, he's in the top 8. And, there is 2 more weeks left after this to get some points. I do wonder how this, next kind of Queenie versus ZachAwe storyline is going to go, because like we said, if ZachAwe wins, then we're gonna have a runoff battle. If he loses, and we call Grubhub, you get some food, and we take a nap.
In Grubhub, if you're watching this on YouTube, okay, give us a call. People who play Magic eat.
Yeah, so we'll be right back with either another match or interviewing the winner of the week. All right, here we are. This is the final game of the day. It is to see who is going to be the crowned cave dweller. Once again, we usually just play 3 matches, but when we have 3 people with the same record, 3-0. At the end of the game, eventually somebody will. Fuck it. Let's just go into this game.
So we see ZachAwe coming off pretty fast right here, getting things off to a swift start with that Battlefield Raptor with a Tormentor's Helm.
And you know what? This is a way different deck than we have seen. This is what Zach Awesome is known for. Coming in and just bringing weird, different decks that kind of make people go, that's interesting. So we got a
It's something where ZachAwe is sort of known within the Curiosity community as being a sort of provocateur. Bring in mono removal decks, stuff like that.
And now we're artifact tribal, feels like, and you kill something, does not bother him. because he has plenty of creatures to bring the pain. And now they have haste. And this is scary.
Man.
I definitely feel like this deck that Clawziez is facing is not something he's used to playing.
No, this feels like a rough matchup for Clawziez because Clawziez decks tend to want to take their time, want to kind of just see what's going to happen, react to the board state, whereas this is very much like, I'm going to make you do things.
Double damage blocking trouble with those 2 Tormentor's Helms. And for costing 1 mana, it's just going to be right back on another host.
And with the Dwarven Hammer in hand, that is just heavy right there.
But you know what they say, all it takes is 1 coma.
What?
All it takes is 1 coma.
That's
all
true.
you need.
That is what they say.
Look it up in the dictionary under coma. This is
Clawziez, down to 4.
Down to 4.
I was gonna say ZachAwe has no more cards left, but he does. Wow.
He does and he doesn't. You know, he won't be able to attack this turn, but you know, Clawziez's deck isn't known for doing 14 damage on 1 turn. It's known for controlling the board. Now with 8 toughness on his side, he does have he can absorb this damage and lose only 1 creature. Another land on Zach's side. You don't want to see it coming.
We are going to see Clawziez take 2 damage, though. Down to 2, and ZachAwe is drawing lands. It's not really what he's wanting to see here. Clawziez going ahead and attacking.
Oh, God, another land.
Wow.
Oh, no. You hate to see it.
Going to go ahead and pump.
Pump it up, Jock Jam style. And this could turn around, but no. All he needed to do was draw one creature.
Yeah,
all
one
his
creature.
creatures have haste.
All right. So we're going to game 2 here of our exhibition Crown Cavedweller match. We see ZachAwe is kind of checking out the field here.
ZachAwe.
ZachAwe.
ZachAwe has just the most wrinkleless brain. Wrinkleful. I don't even know. His decks operate on so many different levels. It is nuts. Now, he does have the. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he would want to bring in here because Shackles doesn't really seem to be a good side in against Clawziez's deck. Bound and Gold may be, though. However, that's not going to stop a Coma Serpent trigger.
Yeah,
he doesn't add anything.
He says he just showed. You know what he did? He just showed the stream and everyone his awesome deck and said, "Take a look at my deck and get prepared for the new winner of Curiosity."
All right, let's see. ZachAwe with another fast hand.
A 1, 2, 3 turn that we see. Well, you know, into the future we see it. Okay.
Getting out the Pilfering Hawk works quite well as a sort of ways to block these raptors that are inevitably going to be coming in.
Mm-hmm. Isolated Troll, though, pretty good. Tuscaruni. Tuscaruni Firewalker. I like this card. Very underrated, but very great. And we have a cat in a closet making ruckuses. Can't wait to see what that comes out to be.
Good. And hey, people on YouTube watching this 5 years from now,
please send help.
If you're if you're watching this, like, go ahead and drop in the comments below and say what you think is going to happen here. Because it's not like you can't just scoop to the end of the video.
Not at all.
Nope. We saw that Bind the Monster come in. That's a wise choice for Clawziez there, to be able to kind of get rid of ZachAwe's card advantage.
Yeah. And, you know, ZachAwe is he's just like loving lands. You know, first game, drew a bunch of lands. Second game, drew in a bunch of lands. Clawziez has to have something. If he's not pumping that eyesight troll, you know what? It's another passing. Oh, God.
Another land.
Is Zach just playing mono land?
Maybe. Maybe this is like some sort of Valakut deck.
I could see it. I'm kind of intrigued why he didn't value trading with the Hawk. Maybe he's just trying to dig for... He can't really dig for Coma. He needs bodies to die to creatures.
Yep. Just sort of gum up the board. I mean, one of ZachAwe's earlier games, this was mentioned on the Discord, that both players had at least 20 creatures on board because there's so many token generators in these decks.
We see another non-block. I mean, you can't kill it. Might as well not block it.
Another Shepherd of the Cosmos. Again, not the best draw for ZachAwe, but it is another creature.
Oh, we see a double block. Okay.
Ooh, okay, the Shepherd of the Cosmos is going to go back and get that Beskir Shield mate.
What? Will it, though? Yep, the answer is yes. Okay, I knew that.
You go ahead and foretell the other Shepherd.
Yeah.
That's a pretty strong combo. Jeez.
That is a very, very strong combo.
Blizzard Brawl. Get rid of the Shepherd. Seems decent for Clawziez.
Surprise on the non-attack, but, you know, it is what it is. This other Shepherd of Cosmos can't really get anything, right? I don't think there's anything else in the graveyard.
Yeah, it can't go get anything, but it could be a decent flying threat that Clawziez would have to block with the Pilfering Hawk. And Clawziez looks like going to fall into the trap here.
Yeah.
To let the Beskir Shield mate die and then have ZachAwe get it back with the Shepherd. However, because Shepherd is an uncommon, we've seen both of them.
That's it. It is Clawziez getting his land draws. Each card drawn is another card closer to Coma. Just needs one more land, and he's
Blizzard Brawl,
really good.
Taking out Shepherd and another Raptor coming down. That's going to make those trades with the Hawk even worse.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, Zach not getting the creatures, or sorry, not getting those equipment. Sorry, you know, you could tell my brain stopped working. The lights were on, nobody was home, that kind of thing.
Okay, so we are seeing the Raptors come in and kind of pick off these, or trying to pick off the Pilfering Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
And Firewalker, we'll probably see that get traded for.
Yeah, definitely something worth trading out. At some point, Zach will need to block this Eyeside Troll. He knows he can't kill it. So, looks like we're seeing a little bump here and there. I'd be surprised. Oof! Raven form.
Raven form.
I kind of, honestly, I'm very surprised that he didn't pump it more. Now, I'm pretty sure Zach will have to block the Eyeside Troll from here on out, because it can get up to 8 with the 2 Sculptor of Wings.
So ZachAwe considering where to
Winter.
put this Dwarven Hammer, and I'm not sure. I mean, I think the best bet is to put it onto the Battlefield Raptor rather than the Raven form bird.
I think he's just going for the most value, knows it's going to trade out, except maybe not. No trades here, says Clawziez. He's got to have to do something with these airtight folks. It's not looking great.
Yeah, because ZachAwe's got
a
Masked Vandal to take out the Dwarven Hammer.
And,
what a draw!
That's putting Clawziez back in a good spot. Only taking 1.
Swinging in. Both players at 8. ZachAwe has 9 lands right now and a 10th in hand. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, we see a land go to the graveyard. We have the mana for Coma. I think we're double attacking to get rid of 2 things. Shieldmate gonna come back as a 1/1.
I like this play from Clawziez a lot. It's sort of it's something where Clawziez has been playing it kind of slow, but why not just kind of push in and thin the herd?
He is thinning himself out a little bit.
I wonder if the better play would have been to let the 2/1 stay. Tormentor's Helm comes down.
You probably want to put it on... I feel like you want to put it on the Raptor, but it's not going to add... It's not going to get its total value.
Right. I think putting it on the Raven form bird is going to be better. Maybe we've all learned something today from ZachAwe.
And that is Raven birds are the way to go. Oh, okay. And doesn't like that,
Changes
so
his mind.
wants to spend some mana. Now is he just toying with his food? This is interesting.
Clawziez is going to take 2 here.
Putting it on... Okay.
Like that.
So this will be able to block a lot of things. I'm guessing there's no Coma in hand. I don't know if Coma can even get Clawziez the victory.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Clawziez only had 1 Masked Vandal, so that sort of... The fact that that only 1 has been played, sort of lessening the artifact removal ability here. There were 2 Raven forms in the board, though.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
We can get 2 Avalanche Caller, or we can get 2 Snows if we tap the Winters. Is it enough, though? you have to block, you can put it thing, and then I think we've answered this question a lot. Blocking and attacking, that's all for the math. That's all for the players of the game, not the casters. And the math added up. Whoa!
Wow. Let's go to game 3 here. This has been tight.
It is very, very tight. We're seeing 5 artifacts. We only have 2 uncommons to switch out. We don't have any rares we can switch out. And, talking with Zach Awesome before, he's kind of said that. He doesn't like to sideboard his rares. Doesn't feel like he can move around. He likes the solid rares and keeps his sideboard as flexible as possible.
Curious that he is also playing Starnheim Unleashed. That's 2 decks we've seen this week playing that card, whereas previously it was off the radar. 17 lands too. I feel like this deck could have run 16.
Shepherd of Cosmos is doesn't
change it again. Keeping steady.
No, he changed his deck.
Oh, he did? I missed it. What did he add? He added the Dwarven Reinforcements.
Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get a replay?
All right, Beskir Shieldmate coming down. Sculptor of Winter early. That works out quite well in Clawziez's favor. ZachAwe finally draws his red land.
Is the red land really making things happen? He does have these. He does have all the pieces to his deck.
That's true. Getting that Dwarven Hammer. He's ready to go.
And then the Dwarven Reinforcements. All the things we have here.
The Monster comes in. That works out quite well.
Yeah, Zach is definitely way... I just feel like his deck is just positioned better in this.
Saying thanks. What was the thanks for? Besides poor sportsmanship. So this is why you should turn off your emotes on Arena, people.
So you don't get angry.
So yeah, you don't get angry and hate your opponents like I do.
It's very...
Another eyesight troll, very nice.
Yeah, we are in a very good spot.
And 3 with that Tormentor's Helm on the Dwarf. The double Beskir Shieldmate, that feels good. It's going to make for a very tough board state. However, one of them is already bounded down.
Bound and gone.
Eastbound and down.
Eastbound and dead. So he got rid of his... I just was like very curious. It looks like he just traded out for the Rune of Speed. Got rid of the red rune and put in the white rune.
Interesting.
It was very quick. I just wanted to make sure, that we follow the format of keeping the rare ratio, uncommon ratio, and yeah, Definitely just switched out the runes. Valuing health. Because that's what the white rune does. Values health over the trample, which I feel like the trample is what kind of helped him get through a lot of those battles.
I think so, but the tramples come in mostly from the Dwarven Hammer. The rune of speed gives haste.
Oh, yeah, this is embarrassing. Okay, moving on. That didn't happen.
Oh! And it's back. The snake.
The snake is back. No real removal except killing death in the air. But can't we sacrifice a serpent to tap a creature?
I think we can.
So
yeah.
We're going to slowly will grow, I believe.
And ZachAwe has 6 mana up, so could cast for
get 2 angels.
I'm checking on. I forget how much the actual cost is. So he could get 2 angels. Yeah, you're right.
Getting some 2 angels. I believe that
one more land, he could get 3.
Oh,
there we go.
and
does he see it?
I mean, does Clawziez see it? Going in for some damage. And the thing about this, is this Selesnya, right? Selesnya Coma?
Coma's Simic.
Simic, sorry.
Yeah.
Is that there's not a lot of good removal. And if you're playing Packmate for 4...
Yeah, you're digging.
You're digging deep, and boy, does it hurt.
Yeah, even if Clawziez had a Bind the Monster or something like that, it's going to hurt to have to take 4 damage maybe.
And now we're just playing things to play them. I guess we could tap down everything, and that's not
bad.
That's a wait. If we were to tap down, if he taps down everything,
I think he'd win.
He wins next turn. And if he wins, then this
Coma's banned.
Coma's banned. You heard it first. There's the possibility you're watching a complete banning of Coma.
Okay, so it's going to add another dwarf.
Another dwarf. Do some damage.
Okay, so Clawziez needs to tap down the 5. He actually doesn't have enough to win this turn, I don't think.
All he needs is one Blizzard Brawl, and maybe he also knows.
And 12, 15. Clawziez does not have enough to win right here. He has 15 damage coming toward ZachAwe, assuming that Spirit's getting blocked. Okay. Coma is going to be gone.
We'll get indestructible.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, Leroy.
That is just Leroy. And
what else does Clawziez have up his sleeve? All of his mana is available. A Raven form. Okay. What else?
Raven form doesn't even help enough anyway.
Yeah, why get rid of the Raven form or get rid of the creature when the equipment's going to be your problem? Another Raven form.
Okay.
And a Masked Vandal.
Masked Vandal.
Oh my god. Can you do this? We're going to tap down something.
Tap down 2. Masked Vandal's also a serpent.
No shit. Oh my god.
I think I need to stand.
What?
Okay, my camera is not going to...
Oh my god. Alright.
Oh my god.
Clawziez. Or, excuse me, ZachAwe setting things up.
See, it's crazy because Clawziez is the hometown villain, and ZachAwe is the villain that flies in, for vacation. Vacations and curiosity for a week or two, wrecks the world, comes back later, and I don't know. I'm glad I don't know math because there's too much here to even try.
So Clawziez can destroy 2 of his serpents, and he needs to block 2 of the 4/4s. Clawziez is going to take 8 damage. Go down to 1. And then... yeah. Wow, bruh. Alright. Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh, that's a power play right there. Wow.
I'm telling you, I have never sweated in my life, and I refuse to start now.
Oh my god.
But this match, these are 2 big brains going against each other.
That was the play, though. That was undoubtedly the right play. Alright, so Clawziez is going to force a block. Going in with Coma. I think Clawziez has to attack with everything.
I think that he has also learned that as well. He listened to you and said, I think I have to attack with everything. Everything turned sideways, going in.
Oh my god.
And ZachAwe knew what was going on. Coma's banned for the rest of the season. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I am going to need big braineth plays happening here. The
yeah, that was undoubtedly
wild.
One of the best games we've seen.
that was wild. Let's just wait. Where did you go?
I don't know where I am.
You've disconnected.
I'll jump back in.
So that was Clawziez versus Clawziez versus ZachAwe for the game of the crowned Cavedweller. Now we have Clawziez on the phone, ready to get interviewed. But before we start, we'd like to say that this interview is sponsored by the Marion County Aviation School. Clawziez was the pilot of the day. Marion County Aviation School would like to remind you that they learning how to take off is free. the rest of landing and the rest of the lessons will cost you. Now let's pull up Clawziez and just let's talk about this match.
You know?
Clawziez, what can you say?
Bro, heart's pounding, feel good. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm the champ. No one comes and takes my throne. I had game after game after game of hard opponents to beat, and I took them all down, knocked them up, down, like bowling. You
Knocked
know,
him up.
knocked them down like bowling.
Line them up, knock them down.
Line them up, knock them down. Sorry, it's just so much adrenaline. It feels so good.
Yeah.
I went through Naltex. I went through Queenie Eerie. I went through ZachAwe. I went through everybody. You know?
That last little section, that last bit, those last 3-4 turns, you know.
He almost had lethal. Almost every single time. But guess who just looked through every possibility, figured it out, figured out how to get it to the next turn, figured out how to put pressure, figured out how to take him out, you know?
Swords and I were just like, I don't know how or what is going on, how anyone's gonna win. It's so much stuff on the board. You know, what did you do to mentally prepare yourself for these kind of matches?
Bro, you're built a champion. You're born a champion. There's nothing you can prepare for.
Well, so Clawziez, when you had ZachAwe choose to not attack on his last turn, what were you thinking? Because that was something Ida and I we saw him pass the turn, and it was like, oh, well, that was the play.
No, it wasn't, because he had me. If he had attacked in, he was just dead. He didn't have me dead. He had me to 1, right? And then I just swing back and it's GG, right? So he was trying to, I don't know what he thought he was trying to make me think he had in hand, but I knew I looked through his deck list quickly, and I sort of know what was going on, and he had nothing in his hand, I don't think, and I wasn't worried about it. I looked at my options, and I said, I think I have lethal here. I counted everything out, did all the math and whatnot, and I said I did, and so I tapped it down. I had lethal, like barely lethal, but I did, you know, that's all that counts. So I was surprised he didn't attack, but it was definitely the right play. Mm-hmm. You know, I knew he didn't have a pump spell, so he would get me to 1, I would kill him. That's not great. I think he was thinking that, okay, maybe he thinks I have removal, maybe he won't attack this turn, and then, you know, if it had been a turn or two later, it would have been a much closer, not closer. It might have turned the tides, because while Koma is busted, he had a whole bunch of angels, and Koma can only tap them down. So I'm stacking 3 tokens each turn to tap down 3 angels, and that takes more than a turn to make those tokens. So eventually he was going to outpace me. So I really needed to apply pressure, make him block, make him get rid of shit. You know it. I was just jamming to like pop music and just like, okay, I think I'm dead. Honestly, in the last 5 minutes of that game, I thought I made a mistake and was about to die like 4 times. At 4 different steps, I was like, oh shoot, I messed up, I'm dead. And every time I was like, no, not quite, you know.
Well, it was something. I mean, like watching it, that was truly one of the most exciting games we've had this season, perhaps even this whole year, because it was 2 players who really understand how to build a deck and how to really exploit the format. So it was great to watch.
Yeah, man. But look at my points. Look at me. Listen. He might be good, but I come back every week and I innovate every week. You know, you don't see me playing the same deck. I want to. I wish I could build one deck and have it win, but other people change. But I predict their changes. I'm ahead of them. You know, there's levels to this game, and I'm at the top.
You know, I love your confidence. You know, one last question before, you know, we let you go and enjoy your glorious, you know, Saturday basking. How do you think that the format's going to change now that everyone knows that Coma is banned, gone for the
Is
rest?
Coma banned
forever.
Is it banned for good?
Banned for good.
Sweet. I think people are gonna go aggro. What this week showed us is that people really were inclined to play control because you get to play these Tibbles, you get to do crazy stuff. It's a bit slower. Control decks, there's a little bit less decision trees, I would say, at least in this format. So I would say they're slightly easier to play. But these aggro decks we see every week, we see these mono green decks, we see these white based decks, white red. They're very good. They're fast. They get underneath. As you saw, he had recursion. It was such a pain to deal with those things because he has his 2/1 that it dies, it comes back, it leaves a 1/1. It's insane. It's hard. So I think that people found other deck routes to go, and I think that's good. So I honestly have no clue what next week is going to look like. I get to build a new deck again next week. I'm not stuck playing this one, so I don't know what I'll bring, but it's going to be fire, and I'm the champ.
Who do you dedicate this win to, and then we'll let you go?
Joey and McDonald's.
Joey and McDonald's. Wow. Well, thank you, Clawziez. Now that was the Marion County Aviation School Pilot of the Week. Once again, lessons to fly are free. Lessons to land will cost you money. Once again, please join our Discord. We have amazing streamers who hang out there, an amazing community. Clawziez actually just started streaming, so go ahead, follow him. Click on the links below. All the streamers who have streamed this week will be in the YouTube comments. And Zach, do you have anything to say before we call it a day?
I think, even though we're on week 6, there are 8 weeks in the season. You still got time. New people are joining every week, and they still have a chance to get into the top 8. We're also thinking of new ways to do things for next season. We're already thinking about that for Strixhaven. So if you have any ideas, feel free to reach out to us, either on the Discord, which is the best way, or send us an email. CuriosityMTG@gmail.com.
And until next time, we're Curiosity. Oh, that was just great.
Yeah, man. Holy shit.